places on our planet that everyone dreams of, but there are also places that can kill you if you treat them disrespectful. And today, you will see 10 of the most dangerous places on the Earth. Number 1. Death Valley, USA. This stunning desert holds the record for the highest temperature ever recorded on our planet, 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 Celsius. The air temperature during the summer has been as high as 57 degrees Celsius. No matter how tough you are, the blazing sun and searing heat of Death Valley will make you exhausted very quickly. Without water, you can live here for only 14 hours. Also, there are a lot of dangerous animals as well, so never place your hands or feet where you cannot see first. Rattlesnakes, scorpions, or black widow spiders may be sheltered there. The extreme heat of Death Valley has killed people in the past. It will continue to kill those who do not honor this extreme climate. Death Valley does not forgive those who are not careful. Number 2. The Danakil Desert, Eritrea. The area is located in the Afar region of northeast Ethiopia, near the border with Eritrea. The climate here can only be described as cruel, but against all odds, people do live here. The Afar people call it their home. Known as the gateway to hell, the Danakil Depression in Ethiopia is incredibly hot and one of the most alien places on Earth. The hot and dry climate means that few plants or animals can survive there. There are also a lot of salty poison pools that have a great percent of carbon dioxide in them. Because carbon dioxide is heavier than normal air, it sinks to the ground. So when small creatures like birds breathe the area just above the lake, they suffocate. Most people would probably consider this terrible place a literal hell on earth. But it still attracts lots of brave adventurers from all around the world. Just keep in mind that visiting the Danakil Desert on your own, without an experienced guide, is strictly forbidden. Number 3. Mount Washington, USA. Known as the most dangerous small mountain in the world, 6,288-foot Mount Washington boasts some scary stats. The highest wind velocity ever recorded at any surface weather station, 231 miles per hour, was logged here on April 12, 1934. And 137 fatalities have occurred since 1849. No surprise, most are due to hypothermia, and not only in winter. The summit of Mount Washington holds the world record for the fastest winds on the surface of the Earth. The highest recorded speed here is 203 miles per hour, 327 kilometers per hour. The strong winds, however, are not the only concern in the area. The freezing temperatures that can drop as low as -40 degrees and continuous heavy snowfalls make Mount Washington a very dangerous place. Despite the modest height, 6,288 feet, Mount Washington is one of the world's deadliest peaks. The loads that the human body experiences at the top of it can be compared to the ones it would experience on the peak of Mount Everest. Number 4. Sinabung Volcano, Indonesia. This is an active volcano situated on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Eruptions occur here very frequently, often leaving thousands of people without shelter or livelihood. The nearby towns and villages have been completely covered in lava and ash several times already, in 2010, 2013, 2014, and 2015. The latest explosion occurred February 27, 2016. That eruption ejected a deadly cloud of volcanic gas, stone, and ash to a height of 2,500 meters, and no one knows what will happen there tomorrow. There are nearly 130 volcanoes in Indonesia due to the country's geographic position on the so-called Ring of Fire, a belt of tectonic plates circling the Pacific Ocean with frequent seismic activities. 3 volcanoes in Indonesia are currently active. Number 5. Ilha de Quimita Grande, Snake Island, Brazil. Hidden somewhere off the coast of Brazil, this island is widely recognized as the most dangerous place on Earth. The reason for this is quite simple. This place is full of one of the most venomous snakes in the world, Bothrops. The mysterious island is known as Ilha de Quimita Grande, and it is in fact so dangerous to set foot there that Brazil has made it illegal for anyone to visit. The danger on the island comes in the form of the golden lancehead snakes, a species of pit viper and one of the deadliest serpents in the world. Snake Island is uninhabited, But people used to live there for a short period up until the late 1920s, when, according to legend, the local lighthouse keeper and his family were killed by vipers that slithered in through the windows. Today, the Navy periodically visits the lighthouse for upkeep and makes sure no adventurers are wandering too close to the island. Number 6. Madidi National Park, Bolivia. Madidi National Park is located in the upper Amazon River basin of northern Bolivia, close to the borders of Peru and Brazil. Due to its status as a protected conservation area, as well as its unique natural topography, Madidi contains a particularly diverse array of plant and animal wildlife, even compared to other parts of the Amazon. At first sight, this place looks very picturesque, but it's actually very dangerous, because it's home to the most poisonous and aggressive fauna in the world. Contact with any of the plants growing in this park can cause severe itching, rash, and dizziness. Any cut or even a small wound can become infected with tropical parasites. Visitors will also get a chance to experience wild animals such as snakes, jaguars, and bears, all of which prey on humans. Wild pigs are among the worst, known to literally tear human visitors apart, leaving them strewn across the park floor in pieces. Number 7. Bikini Atoll, the Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands, located in the boundless Pacific, have long been popular with the followers of the recreation in the exotic places. The archipelago of the Bikini Atoll is considered an incredibly dangerous recreation site. Lost somewhere in the ocean, this island looks like a paradise, doesn't it? But Bikini Atoll was actually home to numerous nuclear testing programs that turned the picturesque island of Bikini into a radioactive wasteland. The inhabitants were forced to abandon their homes, and even today this remains hazardous for living organisms. The abnormally high level of radiation recorded here can cause cancer. During a certain period, the atoll has experienced more than 65 experiments. After the beginning of the military experiments, the local residents were repeatedly evacuated to the other islands. Number 8. Elephant Kingdom in Chonburi, Thailand. In Elephant Kingdom, Thailand, at a crocodile farm, the owner leases out a small semi-closed raft space for tourists to come visit, see, and feed crocodiles. The raft is a thin wooden, one balanced on plastic barrels, and has net enclosure halfway around it. The shack has a roof too. The people get inside the enclosure and are given fishing rods to feed the crocs. They use beef or meat pieces attached to the rods and dangle the rods before the crocodiles. The reptiles then jump out of the water to catch the meat and their food. There are tourists who also tease the crocs by dangling the meat in front of them and then pulling it up as the hungry animals reach for it. You can imagine if one of the tourists accidentally slips or pushes inside. A wooden boat can break down. Number 9. Lake Natron, Tanzania. Located in East Africa, the United Republic of Tanzania is home to many natural wonders, among which is the Erie Lake Natron. It got its name due to the mixture of salt and minerals called natron, which are revealed when the water's level decreases. Natron is a compound that occurs naturally, comes from volcanic ash, and mainly consists of sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate. Here are some photos of what this place is capable of. No one really knows how these animals die. On theory, expressed by photographer Nick Brandt, is that the reflective nature of the surface of the water is confusing to the birds who crash into the lake. The extreme sodium bicarbonate content preserved them perfectly, making them look like statues. Number 10. Bermuda Triangle, North Atlantic. One of the most feared areas in the world, the Bermuda Triangle is a vaguely defined expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, triangulated between Puerto Rico, Florida, and Bermuda. For decades, the area has been associated with a number of allegedly mysterious disappearances that have been credited to everything from magnetic force to aliens. While most of these cases have been explained rationally, some of them remain unexplained. Reports of unexplained occurrences in the region date to the mid-19th century. Some ships were discovered completely abandoned for no apparent reason. Others transmitted no distress signals and were never seen or heard from again. Aircraft have been reported and then vanished. and rescue missions are said to have vanished while flying in the area. However, wreckage has not been found, and some of the theories advanced to explain the repeated mysteries have been fanciful. Although theories of supernatural causes for these disappearances abound, geophysical and environmental factors are most likely responsible.